Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be getting ourselves flight after completing the material stonework factory. I hope you guys are ready. So today we've got a lot of stuff to kind of do, and I think we can get through it fairly quickly. But one of the first things I want to make and get started with is kind of cleaning up our little mob grinder over there. I did expand this. This is now 3 deep or 3 wide. And that way it's 3 wide by 9. So 3 by 9 there. That way spiders can spawn, because we're going to need them spawning maybe later on. It will definitely increase the amount of mobs that can spawn in there though. And we'll need that later on, because I want to get a bunch of endermen fairly quickly, because at this point we have no ender pearls and we're going to need that for today's episode. So one thing to kind of go over. This did complete. So the redstone flux is done. That thing has filled that full thing with 3 million RF, and we can now claim our reward. So all we got to do is click on the reward, I do believe, to actually claim them, and there we go. And we now have an Amadrone tablet, and we also have a mineral sapling. Now, I don't know if the mineral sapling is necessary or not at this point. I don't know if we're going to need to use that. That is normally used for some very specific things. But I am going to clean this out. I am going to go ahead and make a few of them. It is a pretty good food source as well. So I think I can grow this just like that, if need be. I do have quite a bit of wood at this point, so I don't know if I need too much. I don't have fertilizer, but bone meal I do have a bit of. So I'm going to take a bit of the bone meal. We're about to have tons of bone meal here real soon. Let's see, can I get this to grow? This does not need to be here. This needs like a certain amount of space to be able to grow. There we go. I'm just going to grab a bit of it and grab this as well, because this is the stuff that we might need. I think we're going to need this for the squeezer. So actually we do need a little bit of this, now that I think about it. Because to make lava, we're actually going to need this. That's what this is used for. This gets us into the lava stuff. At least if we want to make it automated anyways. Alright, so we'll go ahead and I guess I'll grow in just one more. And we'll get this out of the way. Because we don't need too much of this right now. We can worry about that later. We can definitely worry about that later. Whenever we need it, we will get to making this, because this shouldn't take too long to get processing. Okay, so what we're going to need is 1 tank for this to get the stuff out of our slaughter factory. We have 2 different products in there. One is the liquid meat. So we're going to need a meat feeder. And the meat feeder is really nice. So we do have some plastic in here. I'm going to make some glass bottles. And then we'll make the meat feeder. What this thing will do will keep me constantly fed. And then we're going to need a fluid transfer pipe. And we're going to need a pipe. And I'm going to pump the rest of the stuff into this tank, which will be pink slime. So as you can see, we have a full thing of pink slime, a full thing of liquid meat at this point. Let me just throw the liquid meat in here. And then we'll drop the meat tab down. And we'll make sure that this cannot be pulled out of anywhere. So that way when we do add a pipe on here, it will only pull out pink slime. And that's what we want. We want it to only pull out pink slime. So let's go ahead and throw our tank here. And we'll make sure this is only getting pink slime. Right? Unfortunately, we were not able to like bucket it out any other way. So this is going to be our one way of doing so. Alright, let's head over here. I'm going to get rid of my water. There we go. I'm going to grab out a bucket of pink slime. Now, the funny thing about this is we're going to need somewhere to place this for this pink slime to spawn, and we can get a few blocks. Let's see. I'll just use wood for right now, and we got to make a couple pockets. So I'm going to make a hole here. There'll be a hole here, and I want to get a few of them a few of them going, mainly because they don't always give you pink slime. So it's not 100%, and we have 8 of them worth at this point. And what I actually need to do is remove, once this is all pulled out, right? It's all pulled out. Alright, I need to get rid of this machine. And our meat feeder should be in here, and it'll actually keep us fed for the amount that's in here. Alright, and then we need to grab more pink stuff. Let's get this. And I need to go ahead while that's doing that. Let's work on making a mob crusher. So the mob crusher is also from this mod. It's going to require 2 books. I don't think we have any leather, nor do we have a way of getting leather. So with that in mind, there is a way we can go around getting leather. So leather can be produced inside of a drying basin. And a drying basin is very cheap. Let's grab that. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of you. I need a sword. These guys are not the easiest thing to kill with anything. Like, even with a sword, they're pretty difficult to kill. They have quite a bit of health. For them being such a small little guy. Oh, we got some pink slime just like that. Perfect. Okay. So, that's not bad. We got one pink slime, though. Alright, let's take our drying basin. And we're going to take some rotten flesh. Maybe we have some flesh? Oh, I think I cooked all of it. You know what? I cooked all of it. We're gonna get some, though. Let's grab some. I should have never cooked all that rotten flesh. We need to get some of these zombies. There we go. Come on, guys. All we need is 2 rotten flesh, so... you can give me something. But yeah, this is the big part of it. I turned all the rotten flesh into jerky. I remember now what I did. I could probably just make a diamond sword at this point and make it faster. Oh boy. Diamond sword. Coming right up. But remember that drying basin, because you're gonna that's gonna be very useful later on. Come on. So that is a special creeper there. You can see that it's black. It's caused from the cursed earth. Once we get this done, though, we'll have automation here. We will not have to worry about killing these guys manually anymore. Right? One rotten flesh. There's another one. Okay, that's all the rotten flesh we need. We only needed a couple of them. Alright, and we'll place this down. I think a pink slime disappeared on us. Okay. So, with our rotten flesh, we should be able to just throw that in there. And what it's going to do is it's going to just convert it into leather. Pretty quick. Look at that. And we'll throw another one in there. That'll also convert it into leather. Now, paper. That is going to be another thing that we can probably just do sawdust for. To make paper, I think, because at this point I have sugarcane, I think. But we only have one sugarcane because they never planted it. Like a big old derp. Yeah, I never ended up planting it, unfortunately. What we can do is we can grab some. I don't need it, like, right now. But it will come in handy later on. And so will cactus, which we actually need to get planted as well. Do we have cactus? Not yet, okay. It's probably one of those things that we're going to unlock later on. Alright, so we have that. Let's get some sawdust. And we get that from, I think, regular wood, right? Yeah, logs. And we throw that into the pulverizer. That should net us some sawdust, I do believe. And that is outputting to a chest. There we go. Awesome. And a bucket of water. Let's grab that. And that will get us the paper we need. Oh, there's that slime. Must be the other one. Finally decided to come out of hiding. Perfect. Well, it didn't give us anything, but that's okay. We do have the one. That's all we need right now. So let's go take this, grab another bucket of water. Get ourselves even more paper. Okay. That's still only one book. That's okay, though. We are producing a bunch right now. We're going to need a bit more of the sawdust. And a little bit more of the paper. I think that is enough. Okay, enough to get the 2 books anyways that we're going to need for this situation. 2 books, okay. So, back to the mob grinder. Or mob crusher. Let's take this. We already need a machine. There we go, machine casing. All we need is iron sword. And a gold gear. Right? Gold gear, and we should be ready to go for this thing. Perfect. Mob crusher. And we should have the range upgrade. There we go. What we can do, throw this on here. Now, we are going to need some way to process some of this stuff. And we'll leave this pipe here for right now. Let me see if I can't wiggle my way in here. Actually, I'm probably just better off just breaking this. There we go. And we'll throw this in here. The other survivalist gen. What we'll do, throw the range upgrade in here. And this guy will start chopping away at the mobs. Also generating some essence. Let's go ahead and break this. Because we're going to need a different tank over here to hold up some of that essence. Because we may end up using it later on, I don't know. But either way, I want to make sure that that stuff is gone. And then we're also going to need a chest. Preferably an iron chest. So, we'll make one of those. And that's just going to hold some of the mob drops that we're going to get from this machine. Okay, so with that being done, we can throw the slaughter factory, the pink slime, everything in here now. And we're going to need item pipes to go along with the chest. And you know what? I don't remember ever using the essence, so at this point I can probably just remove this, and we'll just make this a chest here. That is going to hold our stuff. Because at this point, we don't really need much. We just need a place to store our items, and then we should be good. Let's go ahead and start focusing now that we have this going. Let's get focused on making that stonework factory, the material stonework factory. It's actually not that hard to make. It's just going to require a bucket of lava and water and an iron pickaxe, which we should have everything on us for this. I just want to make sure that I have most of these things made. We will need a machine frame. And then, like I said, a bucket of water and lava. Now, getting lava. That is something that we need to work on now. We do have pumpkins. But we're going to need a fell pumpkin head. And we need a couple of these. But right now we only have one pumpkin. They are producing over here, so I am keeping an eye on that. And then we need iron bars. We should only need just one set. And we need our sword. Okay. So this is going to be the fun part. This is going to be getting blaze powder. And what we need to do is make a 2 tall stack here. And then we're going to jump up and place our pumpkin on top of here. Right? If I can get it to work. Let's jump up here and do it. That is going to create a blaze. And we're going to pound this guy until we get blaze powder. Just like that. Alright, and then we're also going to need a press. I think, or a squeezer. It's from Integrated Dynamics. I think it's called a squeezer. Yeah, it's a squeezer. Alright, let's go ahead and make the squeezer. It's going to require a block of iron. And there we go. We have a squeezer made. That goes along with this drying basin. And if you place it next to the drying basin, and you stand on it, you can actually stomp this thing down. See here. We are going to need a redstone signal, so some sort of pressure plate. And we can place the pressure plate in front of it. When we ever step there, it will reset this. Now, what we can do is we can now stomp on here, and it should put lava in here, and then we can back off, reset it, and repeat that process. Oh, alright, so here's the problem that we just encountered. Lava does not want to stay in here. What we're going to need is a tank of some kind. This has nothing in it, I do believe. And we're going to need a drying basin again. The mechanical drying basin is the one that doesn't burn, but I think we can bypass this by using a transfer pipe on this. So if we put a transfer pipe and a tank, and then we hurry up and we put that there with a pipe, we're gonna have to make another one real quick. Let's see. If not, we may have to do the mechanical one, which is perfectly fine. I'm just going to test this out to see if this actually works. So we did get a little bit of lava in here. I'm going to make sure. Let's do that. And we'll try this process again. We need to get this pumped out of here as fast as possible so that way it doesn't burn up. Perfect. That works. And that's a good way. That way you don't have to make the mechanical stuff. That's what you need the mineral seeds for. Because if you let that burn up, it's just not going to work. And you're going to regret everything. Because it's just going to consistently waste all of your blaze powder. Now, I don't... this right here can actually be duplicated. So I want to save the last bit and throw that in there. So we don't have to make any more fail pumpkins. Now, how much is in here? I don't know. Is there enough for one bucket? That's what I want to check out. Not yet. So let's let this duplicate. We probably just need a couple more. I think 4 is what it actually requires. 4 of these equal 1 bucket of lava. There's a bucket of lava. And we need another bucket just for water. And stonework factory should be done. So, the material stonework factory. This guy is complete. Now, this guy does require a bit of power. And as of right now, I really don't have any use for it, but we are going to turn it in. It's just, there's really nothing else but making the silicone, or not silicone, silicon for this. I'd have nothing to really use it for as of right now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to turn it in and claim my rewards for it. Angel ring and an unbreaking one. Now, I can't use this angel ring yet. That's what I need ender pearls for. And I hope at this point I have at least unlocked 1 ender pearl. Oh, I have. 1 ender pearl right here. Now, by the way, when this fills up with essence, just so you know, it will continue to spit out the experience and nothing here is going to catch the experience. So that's possibly one of the reasons why you'd want to tank this stuff up. But the experience should clump up. And whenever you walk over there, you'll gain the extra levels of experience just from walking over there. Alright, so now that we have all of that done, let's move over here. There is a few things that I want to show you, the mechanics of. One, the tablet, and the other one is we're going to get grid power set up. It's weird it's showing 1 grid power. I'm guessing it's referring to something. I don't exactly know what the 1 grid power is referencing. Oh, it's... Oh yeah, never mind. It's not even showing anything. But yeah. Let's go ahead and work on this. I'm going to show you how to use this tablet. So, chest. We're going to take 2 chests and set them up. I think 1 chest actually will work, now that I think about it. And then we're going to need coal. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's put the chest here. We're going to shift right click on this with the tablet. And then we're gonna look at the tablet and it's going to tell us down here that 21 coal will equal an emerald. Okay. Well, if we throw this in here, we should be able to scroll down here and see that that is now an option. And what we can do is we should be able to right click on this and it should maximize the amount that we can get. So we should be able to get 3 emeralds from this. So let's place an order. Oh boy. And then wait. And then here in a little bit, you're going to see a drone come down. There it is. There's the Armadrone delivery drone. And what it just did was it picked up the coal and then another one should come and drop off just then the emerald. And it's going to whoosh away and teleport. Like that. How cool is that? And now this is one of those items that can be duplicated. And we're going to want to get this replicated fairly early on. Just because later on we're going to need some more emerald to buy certain things. At this point, we are now maxed out on our drives. I know. Fun, right? So let's take a look. Iron. I guess we can do refined storage. And we're going to work on making some of these basic parts. First, we're going to need this to be processed. 50 of those. And all of these should work. Awesome. I'm going to make a few of these drives, and it shouldn't take very long. 20 of them, look at that. And then make a few of those. I think these just require... Let me go back to refined storage. These should just require the basic parts, yeah. And that should get us a bunch of those. We can split those into a bunch of different pieces. And I don't remember, is gold required for the 4K? In any form? No. Perfect. And we're also... Why are we running out of power? Overloaded. Oh. Okay, so right now, this is not wanting to function because we have this angel ring in our inventory. And what it's saying is it is completely overloading our system, so no power is being produced. If I throw this out, these will all turn back on. That is weird. That's why I was using that one. That's why we couldn't insert anything in here. So we are not full. Anyways, we're getting pretty close to being full, so I mean, we might as well say we are full. Yeah, at this point, we pretty much are. So that's what we're working on. I'm going to grab these. I'm going to start making a few more drives. We really don't need that much storage, to be honest. We're just going to need a couple more. We're just going to net us some 4K drives. 5 more. We don't even have a storage drive for that. That amount. And what are we missing? Glass? I guess we are. So we'll be producing some more of that as well. And I'm going to go ahead and get this duplicated as well. I'm going to get a bunch more of this processing. I think at this point we have quite a bit of coal. Did not mean to break that off the wall. And we're also going to upgrade these things too. Not today, but we will get them upgraded. Okay. So that should be quite a bit. Let's grab the rest of the glass. That way we can just get these few drives made. And then we get on with what we're about to do. Okay. So, refined with the 4K storage parts. Like so. And there's 2 more. That should be plenty. And we can just store all of our other stuff. There we go. Alright, so getting our flight going. That's going to be the fun part, right? Is getting a little bit of flight. And what we're going to need is extra utilities. And I think what I'm going to do is just go with the water wheels. Those are the water mills. Those are the easiest to go with. But before we do that, we're going to need glass cutter. We need to cut down our ender pearl into ender shards. And we're going to make ourselves a resonator. So a little bit of that. And we're going to need a block of coal, which I thought I had. Maybe I didn't. There we go. That'll make a resonator. Then we're going to need a crank. So we're going to need this redstone gear. So I'll actually make just a few redstone torches. There's a redstone gear. And we're going to use that to make a manual mill. And then we're also going to need some polished stone. So we'll take some stone. And we'll make a bit of it. I'll do 64. We'll polish that all the way, and we'll get polished stone. And, oh, we need another resonating crystal. And there we go. We have a manual mill. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to just kind of throw this down, place our manual mill on top, throw this in, and we're going to work on getting some polished stone, and I'll be right back as soon as this finishes polishing the stone. And just like that, the stone burnt is done. And what we can do is work on making this water mill. Now I'm going to need 2 of these just to make our first one. And all we need is 6 to get started with. And we're going to need another crystal. Bam, we have 1 water mill. Now this is not going to be enough to power. I want 3 of these technically to have just enough power and extra so that way we don't fall through the world. But to get started, we're going to need somewhere to place this. So let's take some slabs. And we'll find somewhere to put this. We also need a bucket. Why not 2? That'll be perfect. And we'll need somewhere to place these, and what better place than in the corner over here? Where everything is at, right? Actually, this may not work. Because these are technically in the way. But really, we don't need this setup right now anymore. At this point, I think we are just fine with it being small. Perfect. Alright. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this, get our water wheel, or water mills set up. We're gonna need a little bit of an area. We're gonna need a 5 or a 3x3 area for each water wheel. Like so. And we should have one here, and if all goes smoothly, we may need to move this back. I can't believe I did that. I guess that's what this new wand is for, right? We do now have an Unbreakable Wand. And this Unbreakable Wand is really nice. You gotta be very careful when breaking slabs near this. I've already experienced this several times now. With my derpy self breaking all of this wood. Not a good thing, by the way. Not good at all. Oh boy. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish placing this up. I've got... I can't believe I did this again. I think this is the 3rd time I've done this in this particular area. And you couldn't count the number of minutes lost. Oh man. Just from me doing this. I'm sure you guys love watching this. This is the best content, right? The best content. Is me replacing stuff. But, you know what? I failed. I figured I should show you guys. And you guys can enjoy the failure with me. Alright. Let's finish placing this up. And then we'll get back to making the water wheels. Or water mills. The proper way. Okay. Now we can get this thing going. This still is going to be the prettiest looking thing in the world. One here, and one here. This is just enough space for 3 of them. One water in this corner. And a water in this corner. That will at least get this mill going, so while we work on the other stuff, it can be making some more stone. So we have water in this corner, which means we're going to need water in this corner. And then we're going to need water in this corner. Perfect. And that is going to be our setup. Now, this is producing 16 grid power. All of these are going to produce 16 grid power, I do believe. And it's going to continue to produce this as fast as it can. As fast as it possibly can. If I made speed upgrades real quick, it would also go faster. Which means it needs gold pressure plates to get the base, and then speed. Speed upgrades, if I remember, is just a block of redstone, yeah. Block of redstone, another piece of gold. So I'm going to let that make its other piece, and then I'm going to swap this out with that. And as soon as that is made, we're going to work on making another mill. Which shouldn't take too long. 2 of those. Another one of the crystals, and voila, we have another mill. At this point, this should be done. It's making its second one. We'll grab that real quick. And this will literally make it so much faster. Once we get this speed upgrade going. So, the speed upgrade on this, we'll throw this in. We'll throw that in. It makes it a little bit faster. And then we'll get another block of redstone. And another speed upgrade. Bam. Speed upgrades. Working. Okay, so right here it kind of stopped, but that's okay. We have enough. And we'll place that there. Now it will continue, and we should have enough GP to throw in maybe even a second. I don't remember. Yes. So 2 of those will support enough for that. And then we're going to another mill. And this other mill is going to be the one that we're going to make now. Perfect. So 3 mils should be plenty for getting everything going. And that will actually make our ring useful. I know, right? Super useful. Alright, so I think that's it for GP. We don't really need the stone anymore. I'm going to throw this out. There we go. And I'm going to take the upgrades out of here. We could use those in something else later on down the road. Like a pipe or something like that. You never know. Let's get our ring. And guys, this is a bauble. So it should go in your bauble slot. And voila, we can now fly. Oh yeah. Super nice. What we do need to do though is make sure that the area is chunk loaded. So just make sure that you have this all chunk loaded and make sure it's working. And it looks like it is, so we are good. We are golden, guys. At this point, I think we're good. I don't even think we need plastic anymore. I don't know if there's anything else that is going to require us to have this particular kind of plastic, but at this point we should be good, and we should be, you know, able to fly under here, work on piping and things that we can kind of hide underneath here. It makes life a lot easier. And let's kind of see, we got 2 more ender pearls. Oh yeah, look at all this experience, by the way. Oh, we can just pick up this liquid experience, and plus we have all this experience building up as well. And we can throw these bows away. There's really no need for them at this moment. We can probably set up a filter to just automatically remove bows. I think that's the only thing we don't want in our system. So, guys, this has been really fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this lovely series. And if you are, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video, guys, a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.